I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the grain market today. Soybeans really firmed up. That domestic demand remains pretty strong, and that kicked up the market a little bit, and boy, we really needed it. And it's certainly, I think that it looks like that even though the trend is lower, that the projections are really strong, and that report is due out today. Interestingly enough, that pro farmer report, we knew that we were going to have a little bit of a bumper crop, and now it's kind of baked into the market, and we got a little bit of a turnaround here. Corn was also better, and the export sales ahead of last year, so that looks really good, and we expect that that's going to continue in a general sense overall, even though we're expecting a record crop this year. Those sales were actually sharply higher, and the U.S. dollar index was a little bit lower, so that maybe pushed the market up somewhat. And the demand really adds some support to the market, and it's really only been up maybe a couple of cents on that corn market, but that still is keeping it from kind of falling a little bit further. Now, wheat was slipping a lot more, and it really had a big dive this whole week. Those U.S. exports have been lagging behind, in spite of the fact that the global reduction from the droughts around the world, from especially Europe and Russia. We haven't heard much out of Australia, but we know that they're having some trouble there. But you know what? The U.S. wheat market has not responded with better demand, and so it's a little bit lackluster, and that's why we've seen the market a little bit lower again today, and it was down like double digits. It's at the end of the week. We're going to start again on Monday, and we're getting to the point where harvest is ready to begin, and so these kind of numbers normally will weigh heavy on the market. So we have to watch that closely. There's still a lot of volatility ahead. That's all from the floor at the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Virginia McGathey.